everyone. So in this video what we're going to do is we'll create a new React Native app and set up a full Redux configuration in it. Okay, so we'll see how Redux works. I will create a basic e-commerce app in which we'll create a header, we'll create some product lists, and like we'll the cart what we'll showing there that will be updated using Redux. So we'll just show you a basic demonstration how the Redux works and how we can configure the basic Redux whole architecture in our React Native project. So so one more thing guys, you can see my time here. In the time it is 2:46 a.m. and this is real night, and I'm taking my night off for creating this video. So do like and subscribe. Let's start, let's dive in. Alright, so let me take my terminal on, and let me create a new React Native app first. So let me go to the desktop. So you can see guys, I am in the React Native documentation. So you can see that there are some updates in React Native, right? Then so you can see, you can read about these changes if you are like here at this point when we are 2024 and the React Native 0.74 just released. And so you can see before some versions we were not be the expo projects were not there, but now you can see the React Native has put expo as default. Upgrading, go to the environment setup, get started with React Native. So I don't want to use the expo, but we can use it, right? But I'll go to without a framework and set up your own environment, and here not here, it will be this one, and this is the command guys. I'll just copy it and put it here in my CL terminal. So I'll be creating it using CLI. You can create it using the new Expo 1 2. Before that Expo was there too, but like most of people don't prefer using Expo, but now as React Native made it like default kind of thing, but you can utilize it as it has a lot of features. You can create web, Android, iOS, and many other applications. As with CLI only Android and iOS works, so it mostly like competing with Flutter now by using Expo. So you can go for it. So I'll be putting the name as Redux, Redux Native, React Native. Let's wait, yeah, and let's wait for a while. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, we have some issue. Redux here is not a valid name, alright. So we can't do it like this. Let me do it like this, or like this, and now try once again. So it is downloading templates. So they are asking me Cocoa Pods. I don't want to install it as I'm not making it for iOS, right? So my project is ready. Let's go and set it up. So let me open my VS Code. So this is it. So let me first run my app and just check if it is working fine or not. I need to make some changes also, as I haven't used the framework. I need to do some changes like creating a asset file here. and running my asset command. Yeah, this is it. And this is a bundle file which actually updates my React Native assets and everything. And in this folder, it actually stores the things. So you can see it actually stores, creates a bundle, and now my React Native app could be run. So let me check if my device is being detected. Even not running. Just a second. It is asking. So I am allowing it. And now it should be, yeah, it's unauthorized, and now it should be authorized. Alright, it's not detecting. Let me see. So USB debugging is turned off in my mobile. 1 second. Yeah. Let us run it. So Metro has started. Let's wait for a while and see if my app comes here or not. It is executing. Let's wait. And 93%, 97%. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And build successful. My app is started. Let's see. Come on. Get it executed. Yeah. So React Native has been executed. So this is the thing. Now let's set it up. So first of all, let's create the file structure of it. For it, here is my whole structure, and what I'll do, let me close the Android, and let me create a source here. Okay, new folder as src. Inside this src, let me create another folder as components, and inside this source I need two screens here to showcase. One will be in the app.js only root level I am showing everything. So what I'll do, I'll create a new file, and here it will be, one is header, where we will be showing the cart. Okay, so we will be showing the cart, and that will be the header.js. Another one will be the products that will be listed down below, so that will be the products.js. So like this we have these things. Inside the components we'll set up the Redux files. Okay, so we'll create another folder named as Redux, and inside the Redux we will be providing I'm putting components in this also. Okay, and let me put it header also here, and products. Yeah. So inside the Redux, what I'll be creating is, one will be the constant file where I'll be defining every constants that will be there in Redux, because Redux actually works on, let's say if I'll have one add to cart, then add to cart is the key that I'll be used in the both the reducers, actions, and store. Okay, so just don't confuse once. Like, let me create it first. Okay, so first I'll be creating the constants .js. Oops, spelling mistake. After that, what I need, actions. So if I'll be telling you what actions are, so see, Redux, how Redux works is, what we have, the currently we have the UI actually puts some action. Okay, the action is the thing that we have to do. Okay, the things that we have to do, let's say we have to add a product to the cart, this is the instruction that will be given by action. There is a reducer. Let me create a reducer here. So reducer is something which takes that action and do some, do some work, or do some callbacks, do some like the thing that is like, let's say add to cart to the product, like add product to the cart. So add product to the cart, there is an instruction, and the one that execute this instruction is that reducer. Okay, so we can have multiple reducers. So there is also a root reducer. So I'll create a root reducer too. So multiple reducers we can add. So I would be using only one reducer, but you can, there is something like combined reducer that can like combine many reducers to one reducer. Okay, so this is the root reducer. After that, what we'll do here is store, the definitely the most important, the store. So whatever the reducer will do, like whatever the, let's say the he is putting in the cart, okay, in the putting in the so he will be putting basically everything in the store. Okay, so reducer will be doing that instruction and putting that data to the store, and with from the store we can directly take it out as it, as if it is as it is required. Okay, so we'll be putting as store.js. And okay, so this is it in our Redux. So we'll write the code for it. So for the headers, what we'll do, let me put it header. Okay, cool. For the products also, and let's call it in the app.tsx. I need to remove the the data that is not required, the lines of code that are not required. Save area. Okay, status bar, I don't need these things. Let's save and see if there is an error. Good. Let me write header. Okay, header is already there, named header. So let me remove it from here and then call header, so I can import it from here, and below it I'll be adding products and just save it. So there is some error, element type is invalid, expected a string or class, check the render in products. Okay, let me reload the app once and see if the error is still here. Yeah, element type is invalid. Let's see. So we have header. Okay, okay. Let me remove all these stuffs. Okay, so product I haven't saved it, that was the issue. So app.tsx, save once more, and let's see. So there's some text issue. Text string must be rendered within a text component. Okay, so where I have put the text here. Okay, so here I've been using the devo man. So I just use the React Native. Uh, yeah, this one. So this will work now. And for the products also we need to do it. React Native. Since I also work in React mostly, so I just mixed it up. So you can see, guys, here we have the two things listed here. One is header, one is above one is header, and the below one is the products. Cool. So this is working. Now we have to set up the Redux. Okay, so for it, firstly, let's in the header also let's put some styling here also. One second. Let me do this thing here, and inside the header Let's put a style here and add it a section container, yeah, or section title. I'm using the predefined thing only. Okay, so it's causing error. Why is that? Okay, is dot is it to type intrinsic attributes styles. uh, 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 uh. Let me put it in a create a view for it. Cut this, put it here. So here what I'll do, I'll let me remove this and directly put it here as section container and save it. Now we can see it's slightly here. Okay, so also I'll be putting in the header a number. So currently I'll put it 0. So here 0 represents the particular thing, that the value of the card. So we are demonstrating only the card number and not focusing on CSS and everything. So this will be it will be straightforward currently. So but for this, here I'll be putting style, and it's currently in the dark mode, as my app is in dark mode. So I need to remove this thing once again. uh, 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 uh. Save area view. Let me put it view. Uh, 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 uh. Let me save this. And now what we will do, we'll go to the products and add some products. So for adding the product, I'll be passing this in I've passed this in the app.js, right? So what I'll do, I'll create a props here and pass the data as in products. Okay, so I'll create a products particular section. So I just need some of the products, not all. So I'll just take this API and let's call it from here. And so this is some products. So let me format it first, right? So let me copy some of the products. Item 2, item 4 products is more than enough. So let me put it here. And let's go to the application, and inside the app.js I'll be calling this app.t6. So I'll be creating a const products here. need to put an array. Alright, so this is the product, and I will be passing this here in the products view. Just wrap it in view, and inside the products I'll create a map. So products, what name I have put here, products, right? So here I am using map, but we ideally don't use map. We should use flat list here. But as I have a very like 4 data, I am using it only for 4 data. So map is fine. But for if you have like around millions of hundreds of thousands of data, go with flat list. Uh, that's why the flat list is there, right? Scroll view, products, map, these things should not be used. I'm using it since I'm only demonstrating it. As of industry level, don't use it. So products, I'll be passing item here, item, and here I'll be putting item is equal to item, right? Let me save it. So you can see four products are here. Okay. Now I need a proper format. What I'll do, I'll directly put products here. I'm getting props, right? So I will be making const item is equal to I'll destructure it too. So item and props here. Now I'll be calling let me see the JSON ones. So what data JSON has? So JSON has one title. Okay, so there is one title, right? So let's put a title here, item dot title. Let's verify. So nope, one second, I need to put it in JSON. Now save it, right? So all the items are here, you can see, right? Now next one is I'll be putting the products. So products is the basically next will be the costing, should be the costing, right? So also we can put the description here. Once let's description, add the description here. So let me put it as description, and here the description, correct? Save it. Yeah, cool, looks fine. I need to do some spacing also. Let me take the app.js from here, the section container, and put it here too. Let's copy the whole one, products, and save it, and let me put it here as const style styles dot section container. Let's save it. Yeah, now the data is being sorted. Now next one will be the pricing. So let's add the price. Item dot price, save. Okay, great. Now we need the image. For the image, what we'll do, we have the format here. One second, image. Where is the image? The image should be there in the JSON, right? Yeah, here there is the images file, and here one, let me check the image is valid or not. Yeah, image is valid. So what we'll do, I'll create a image from React Native src and put the link here, sorry, the items dot images of 0 and close the tag, save it, not coming. So it will be source and save it. Also I need to put the height and width, right, and put it as src. This is the URI, so this is the format. Save. Let me put it in JSON and add src, I mean URI, save it. And I also need to put the height, let's say 20, and width same as 20. This is very less, let's make it 100. Images are here now, you can see. So it's not scrollable, so let me put it as scroll view, not here, inside the app.js tsx. Now it is scrollable, correct. Now next is correct. My metro had disconnected, let me restart it. Now we also have to create a button, right? So for the button, I'll go to the products and also create a button here. Which will be saying add to cart. So now we have a button here too. Cool. Button is here. Now what we'll do, we will be creating this, see one, the flow here is like when we put on the tap on the add to cart, it will update the number, like the header 0. Let me open my visor so you will get a better picture. So what I'll do, this is the app currently looking. So once we create add to cart here, when we click it, so this number will be updated. Okay, so first let's get this functionality done. So for it, what we'll do, we'll create a constant. Okay, so const export const, we'll put it add to cart. And let's put add to cart, correct. So so this is the constant that we'll be using. Firstly, we have to create an action that we'll be doing whenever we click on this button. There should be an action executed, the instruction executed from the app, so that we have to define first. So export, so name of the function will be add to cart. Okay, so So we'll put item here, and then we'll be returning a destructured, basically we'll returning a instruction here. So one of the instruction that we'll be giving here is the particular type, what type it is. So add to cart is the add to cart type. So the constant that we have defined there previously, so that will be defining here. So we have made it add to cart. So I'll just import it. And the second one is the data that we are passing here, the item. So we'll put the data as item. Okay. So this is the action that will be executed. Now from the action there will be a reducer will be. So here in the reducer, what we'll create export const reducer. Okay, so inside this we will have a state that will be maintained. So const initial state. So in the reducer we will have a initial state. Okay, so we'll make it initial state, and this will be an array. So initial state we will be having. Okay, so initial state, initially let's put it empty. Okay, so or let's put it the state is equal to initial state. So initially it will be empty, right? Then we will have an action. Okay, action is the one that we will be passing through the action, which is the add to cart action. So with this action type we will define which particular, because there could be multiple actions, right? So we will have a switch case for to handle that. So I'll put a switch statement. Okay, inside the key we'll putting that action dot type. So as we can see here, action, we have a type and a data. So data and type. So type, according to the type, if the type is, let's say, add to cart, if this type is there, we'll return uh, basically a new state. Okay, so state, current state will destructure the current state. Okay, and we'll add the new action, new data that has come in the action, which is the action dot data. Correct? So this will be it for the reducer part. Next is the root reducer to handle these all the things. So inside the reducer, one more thing will be there. As default, we also have to return. So we'll return just the state, current state, just return. Inside the root reducer, so some toolkit I need to install in the Redux. Okay, so let me install it first. I didn't install it, that's why the import issue is there. So I'll go to the Redux library, and first let's see, get started. Let me install this one, Redux toolkit. Also I need to install this one, install Redux. Yeah, React Redux. So this will be it. So now I'll be doing it const export const combine, need to still import it, export combined reducers. Now it has been here. Okay, combined reducers, and here I'll be calling my reducer. So we can make it default, as this is the function that will be creating and always executing. by default. And for the we can add other reducers also. Let's say we have like use reducer, or let's say we have a search reducer. Okay, for the searching we are creating, so we can create other kind of reducers here like that. Okay, so for now we only have one, so we'll be using only one. All right, in the reducers we have this, we have constants. Now we have to configure the store, right? So for it, what we'll do, we'll create a const store and ask for configure store. All right, and this will have the reducer as calling the reducer. So this is it, and we have to export it with default. We can add default, yeah, just add it, save. Let's save this one also and this one also. Now our basic setup is done. Now we have to use this function inside the app.tsx. So we are in the app.tsx. Now we'll go to the products. Okay, so inside the products, here we have a add to cart. We'll create a function to add to cart, to make the add to cart use. Okay, so for it, what we can do, we will be putting here as const handle add to cart, and let me do a console log to check if it is working. And I'll just call it here. All right, so I need to restart the metro once. Let me save it. Yeah, it started. So it's saying child is not a unique key. Yeah, it's fine. Just a second, let me put add to cart. Okay, so this is working. Yeah, correct. So what we'll do, we'll put this particular items inside this. Okay, inside the this. So handle cart is working now. We'll create a use dispatch. So for getting a reducer or using an action, so I need to use the use dispatch. So I'll make a const dispatch and make it use dispatch, and it is in React Redux, so it has all auto imported. Now here what I'll do is I'll put dispatch and inside this I'll import add to cart inside the action. Great. Now I'll just save it. So this should work, but we won't be able to identify it currently. Also I need to here, oops, I've restarted it. Just a second, I need to this one, and then after I need to put the React Native Android. So something is wrong, let me see. ADB devices, just a second, let me reconnect it. Yeah, so it is here. All right, now the next step will be to show it inside the header. So for it we have a use selector. Okay, So we'll just here use selector, just a second. So what we have to do, firstly let's create a state for it, like const, and create a state card count, set card count, so card count, and now use state. Initially let's put it 0, and here I'll just directly call card count. Let's save it. So it is saying use state is not defined. I need to import it, save. So yeah, so you can see this is here, and the next step will be to create to get this value in our use from the store to here. So to do that, I'll go to the header, and here inside this const, I'll put it as count card total, and use selector. This is also in React Redux, and inside this I'll put the state and state dot reducer. So this is the reducer I am calling, that is from the store. Okay, and now I'll just create a use effect, and I'll call cart. I'll change it once I'll just cart total is changed. Okay, so cart total whenever is there updated, I'll just set cart count to cart total dot length, so dot length, correct. Let's save it. So currently our app is here. Let's test it up. So it's saying invalid hook call. Hooks can only be called inside of a body or a component. Alright, let's see why is it that. It's in the products. The issue that what we have done, we haven't passed the item here. So the item, this item I need to pass to the add to cart. So the data was null in this case. So I'll pass item, save it up, right? And now just verify. I need to restart it. This is our app.tsx. I'll go to the index.js. Here I'll create a Redux file. Okay, let's see, const, I'll put it Redux app, and I pass, create a function, and return. I'll call provider, and inside this I'll call the app, and I'll call this Redux app here. Let's save it up, saying get state. Okay, so provided I didn't put the config here. So config, basically I need to put the store, and I need to call the store.js, what I have called here. Alright, let's save it. Alright, so initially I am seeing that my cart is null. Let me add to cart. It's showing error. Just a second, let's see. Let me restart the app first, since there could be some cache also, as when we update the particular Redux, so a provider and index.js file, so many things get updated. Still it's not visible, header is not visible. Let's see. So there is an error here. You can see what I have found it is, like in the combined reducer I have put the reducer here. I need to put like this is correct, but I haven't called it correctly in the store. .js. So in the store I have to call the root reducer. I have called the reducer. Now we can see there is the 0 is here. Let's add to cart. Still there is this error. Let's see why is this coming. Guys, there is an issue here. What I found that here const dispatch, use dispatch, it's a function, it's a hook, so we need to put braces over here. I missed that. Since I used to type only, I don't use auto imports, and that's why the issue came. No worries, I'll just put and just save it, and you can see my cart is increasing. I can put this to cart and third cart, right? So now we are like the product is adding to the cart using Redux. Now we'll remove the product. We will put a remove cart here option once, or like only once the product can be added, and only once if it is there already exists, then we can remove that product from that cart. So let's create that. Okay, so we will be creating a constant, another constant export const remove from cart. Okay, and in the actions I'll copy this function and put remove from cart. Item is there, I'll just import this remove from cart. We'll take the item, so item will be here. Next we'll be creating the reducer. Action is fine, save it. In the reducer I'll create another case, remove from cart, and put a return here. So basically what we'll do here, we have to create some result. Let's say filter the current data. So currently we have the data, right? So I'll create let result, and from the current data, that is the state dot filter, right? Here we have an item, so we have the item dot title. If the title, on the basis of title we will be doing this, if the item dot title is not equal to the current action dot data dot title, correct? Or we can just pass the name also, or we can pass the whole item, no worries. So dot title I'll be passing here, and the current state, that will be the result, that will be passed here. Let's say we'll put return and dot 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 result, correct? And finally I'll just break, correct? Now let's call this. In the root reducer it's already there, everything is fine, stored is everything is fine. I'll just directly go to the products, header, and here, okay, in the products I will create another state here, const show button. Let's make show button, set show button, make it use state, and initially let's make it false, correct? I need to call it, yeah. And I'll create another function for removing a cart, remove from cart, handle remove from cart, and I'll dispatch and pass remove from cart, correct? And here I'll create make it conditional. For it also I need to get the current store data. So as I have done in the header, what we'll do, const set header, we have here store, right? So cart total, cart data, just parts, let's take it cart data, and use selector, and inside the use selector what we'll be giving here is the particular state and state dot reducer, correct, and card data. I already have every card data now. So if the card data that the current data is present, so in that case I'll put a true, or else it will be false. So I'll match it, right, basically. So I'll create a use effect, so put it card data. So inside this I'll put let check cart. Inside it I'll put the current data, which is the item, the particular card data. So I'll basically filter it inside the card data, right? Card data dot filter, and here will be the item, here will be the data, and data dot title should be equal to, that means if it is equal to, okay, if there is any data which is equal to the current item dot title, in that case the check data will not be empty, right? Means only rest of the data will not be there, only the data which is equal to this. So if check data check cart is there, let's make the show button set show data, set show button, make it true, else let's make it false. Cool. Now if there is let's check it out. If the button is there, let's say show cart show button, if it is true, let's make it handle cart will be shown. One second, add to cart will be shown if the data is already present. Let's see. So I'll create another one and question mark, and this is remove to cart, remove from cart, and this is remove from cart. Let's save it. Alright, there is an error, use effect, I need to import it, correct. Let's see, let's add to cart. Okay, so here initially we'll put it false, and if the cart has some length then we'll make it true, else we'll make it false, correct. Let's save it. So we can see here the rest is remove to from cart, last one is add to cart. I'll just put it here. Okay, so this is not working. Let's see why not. Let me see. Also we can check this one, the last one. If I click it, it will also get removed from cart, and the third one. So partially our app is working fine. For the number here, one second, let me make the number also bigger. The font size is really small, I can see it. Let's make it 14 or 20, 25, correct, perfect. Okay, so for this, let me see the remove from cart. Let's see if it is executing correctly or not. Remove from cart. Okay, it's not clicking. Got it. I haven't called it. So what we'll do, on press, I did called it, but let's see. Okay, it's imported the wrong one. It is the handle remove from cart. Correct. Now let's see. Now it should work. Yep, it is working. You can see add to cart, remove from cart, add to cart, remove from cart. So everything is working fine. So everything is working using Redux. So this will be it for this video, guys. In our like other like following video of this, we'll also work with Saga as well as Redux Thunk for to just puts the like the APIs that like this product APIs will fetch the products using the APIs, the async calls and everything, the promises inside the Redux will do it. So stay tuned, guys. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, do subscribe it and do like my video if you really like it. And so see you next time, guys. Bye.